This is really hard for me to talk about. Hey, it's Cody here, and today we are going to be doing something different on my channel other than a movie reaction. I'm going to be doing my very first vlog. Woohoo! I'm really excited for this, but I will warn you guys now, grab your box of tissues because my life story gets a little dark, gets a little sad, so I'm warning you guys now. This is your trigger warning. So if suicide, depression are your triggers, I'm letting you know now that that's going to be in this video, not until later on, because I have a few things that I want to tell you guys that are good before we go into my life story in the back. But 31,887 subscribers. That is amazing. You guys are terrific, and I love every single one of you. You don't understand how much it actually means to me that you guys subscribe to me and watching my videos. The amount of views that I have gotten in the last year that we've been on YouTube is just completely crazy. It's really mind-blowing to see how from being in the Army for the last 6.5 years to now being a YouTuber that is on his way out of the Army. In 5 days I leave. I'm recording this now on Sunday, but you guys will see this on Friday, so it should be the 16th when you guys see this video, and I will already be on the plane to Denver, Colorado, where I'll be living from then on. All right, but 31,000 subscribers, guys. You guys are just phenomenal people. I love it. Seeing the comment section just blow up every time I upload a video, seeing how much you guys love my content, it is really mind-blowing how much you guys do, and it's very appreciated. But a lot of you have asked me why I haven't seen all the movies that I've watched on my reaction channel and how that all became and how I even became a YouTuber. So I'm going to tell you guys this, and I will warn you, it gets a little emotional, and I will probably have to take a break here and there to talk. So let's back up about a year, right before YouTube started, what I was doing before that happened. So I was doing musical theater outside of the Army, and I was doing stand-up comedy, and the stand-up comedy and the theater were always like a huge part of my life while I was here in Germany, and I absolutely loved every single one of it. And you know, you make some great friends, you have a great time, you do everything that you want to do, go visit countries. I went and toured for a while, and it was an absolute blast that I enjoyed. 2019 was a perfect year. And then 2020 happened, and I had apparently made friends with people that turned out to not actually be my friends and ended up stabbing me in the back. And I know a lot of us deal with that, a lot of us have that issue, but my mental state was not good at the time to begin with when that all happened, and this is really hard for me to talk about. In March of 2020, on my birthday, actually, March 12th, I had tried to take my own life. And I know a lot of you are going to sit there and think, what? Why would that happen? Why would you do that? It's such a stupid mistake. And I get that. But I didn't know what else to do at that point in time. I was feeling so down and so low, and that was my only way out in my mind. And so I'm bringing this up because if any of you ever need help, or any of you ever need to talk to somebody, please reach out to anybody you are close with, your friends, your family. You're not going to fight this battle alone, okay? You don't have to fight it alone. And that's what I'm trying to say with this right now, because at that point in time, I thought I was alone. And I realized after the fact that I had more people by my side than I thought. And it's just one of those things where you have to... I went and picked myself up for a good 3 months. I, put all the pieces back together that were broken and figured everything out mentally that I needed to. And when COVID hit and everything like that, I just was basically in my room all the time. We were on lockdown here in Germany, so we couldn't really go anywhere. We couldn't do anything. happened to be watching videos on YouTube, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I start doing that? There's a lot that I missed out on my childhood, and there's a lot that I didn't get to experience growing up. And I was like, you know what? I bet if I shared my experiences with people, they would really like it. And you guys did. It was a slow progress from when we started Star Wars to going into Harry Potter. Halfway through Harry Potter, I was already over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I was already blown away by that. I never would have thought in a million years that this would happen, let alone be at 31,000 right now that we're at. And it's just phenomenal to know that you guys like the content that I'm making. You appreciate everything that I'm doing on here, and I love every single one of you for it. With that being said, I know a lot of you have always asked, you know, how is it that he hasn't watched these movies before growing up? And how is it that this is his first time watching things? Well, you got to realize that not everybody's family situations are always the same. You know, not everybody's childhoods were great. I may be only 25, but I didn't grow up with the streaming services and everything like that. Back when I was a kid, you wanted Netflix, you had to like get it mailed to you, and you still had to pay a subscription and everything like that. But my parents didn't always have the money to be taking me to the movies and take me out to do all these amazing things that everybody else gets to experience. Or not everybody else, but you know what I mean. Some of the people that are asking me these questions. And for 7 years, me and my dad struggled. We really did. We struggled in one apartment together, and it was just us. And it was really amazing. And me and my mom always had like a weird, strained relationship. And actually at this point, I'm not going to go into it in this video, but I actually don't speak to my mom because of separate reasons right now. But my dad and I, we struggled for 7 years until my dad finally had enough money that we could move into a house, and he married my stepmom, and I have 4 amazing younger siblings, and I can't wait to see them. I haven't seen them in 2 years, and I have 3 younger sisters and 1 little brother. And if I can show them on the channel, I will. I have to ask my parents if that's okay, because obviously, you know, they're kids. They're not my kids. They're just my siblings. So I have to ask permission for that. But I'm really excited to go ahead and see them, because a lot of the movies that I've been reacting to on this channel, they grew up with, because, you know, they were born after the streaming services started. They have Disney Plus, they have all of that. And I'm so glad that they don't know the struggle that I did growing up with everything that was going on. My parents' divorce, my depression as a child. Like, depression never left me. And that's why I'm trying to hammer that home with everybody, because if it is fighting you, you need to seek help with it. You need to realize that you're not alone in this fight, because I thought I was at that time, and look at what happened with me. But because of those experiences, I am who I am today. I am ItsTotally Cody, and I love being this person for you guys. I love sharing my life with you guys. I love sharing every experience that I have with all of you. And it's just, it's really it's really phenomenal to see how well we've done together and growing our community, seeing how awesome things have become ever since I started this channel. But, you know, I'm going to be getting out of the Army, and I am really excited to do this full time for you guys, because it is my purpose. I found it. 3 years ago, I came out as gay when I was in Colorado Springs, and my family didn't take it too well to begin with. Some of them even didn't really talk to me much. My mom didn't know. I was terrified to tell her about it. But my dad, you know, there's things that are still awkward between me and him, but he's accepted it. He's accepted me for who I am, and that's all I can ask, you know. My siblings actually know now too, and that's what I'm grateful for, because I never wanted to have to hide that from them. Even though I know they're young and they don't really fully understand everything, there's things that they do understand, and love is one of them. So coming out as gay really became part of my depression when people rejected it. It wasn't always my family, but a lot of my friends in my hometown I don't talk to anymore, because they claim they don't know who I am, but I didn't really change. I just told them what was really going on behind the scenes, and none of them actually ever realized it. That's not my fault. I'm just who I am. I'm just being who I am. And if I'm just a happy, fun person, that's enough for me. I don't need to pretend to be somebody that I'm not, change my voice, change my clothes, all that stuff like that, just to be okay with everybody else in the world. And that's not what I'm about. And I do these movie reactions because there are people out there that aren't always having the best of days. And if I can literally make somebody smile just from posting a video, then my goal as a YouTuber is already complete. And I don't have to do anything else other than that. And because that's why I do this. I do this for the people that don't have great days, that need something to pick them up, that need an inspiration in their life on whatever day I post. Somebody could be having a bad day and they click on one of my videos and they go, oh my, I really like this. You know, I'm really excited to watch Cody watch his videos. My sister, one of my youngest sisters, she's 4, her name is Juliet, and she found my Zootopia reaction one day while she was at my grandmother's house. And my grandmother told me about this, and I was extremely excited to hear that. I was like, oh my God, what did she think? And my grandmother loved, like, she told me, she's like, she loved the video. She's like, I don't know how she found it, but she loved the video. And just knowing that that's something that I can be for somebody, it brings me closer to my siblings, because I didn't watch those movies growing up, and they are watching them as they grow up. And my siblings are over in Pennsylvania while I'm over here in Germany. So I haven't seen them in 2 years. So imagine, you know, how much closer I can be with them by making these videos, and they end up seeing them and basically watching the movie over again with me, like you all do right there. And I bring up my move actually because once this vlog goes out, until probably September timeframe, you won't be seeing new videos from me. I'm gonna be on break because my equipment has to be shipped over to the States, and it's gonna take almost 2 months to get there. And it breaks my heart to have to put that out there, that I'm gonna be stopping, because I absolutely love doing this stuff for you guys. I really do. I love making these videos, and it crushes me that I have to stop it for a little while. But I will be putting out some of my Patreon exclusive videos that I have made before, so that you guys can see that as well. And that's going to be like my filler videos while I'm waiting for my stuff to get back together, all right? But I cannot express how excited I am to continue doing this for you guys, and to be the person that you love and know already. And we're gonna grow so much more as time goes by. We're gonna have more collaboration videos. We're gonna actually have in-person collaboration videos eventually with Timothy Reacts. I'm gonna be going to Canada to see him at some point once I'm able to do so. And the channel is just gonna keep growing and growing and growing. But just to hit on those couple of points real quick again for you guys, if any of you are ever struggling mentally, you ever need somebody to talk to, just reach out to somebody, all right? Go ahead and, you know, find somebody that you can confide in, to talk to, because you are so important to this world that you don't even realize. You're more important than you know. And if you're not important to yourself at the moment, realize you're important to a lot of people around you. I didn't do that when I was making the mistake that I made, and here I am now building myself back up into the person that I am, and I love myself the way that I am, and that's all you ever need in this life. You know, I need you guys to I need you guys to keep on having your positive attitude whenever you see my videos, and keep on, you know, believing that things are going to be great, that things are going to be good for you and for everybody that you know and love, all right? I'm gonna make this video a little short because I don't have too much to talk to. I just wanted to say what I had to say for this, and I wanted to put it out there as to why I started this channel. So I hope that answers most of your questions. If you guys want me to do more vlogs while I'm waiting for my stuff to get to the States, please let me know down in the comment section, all right? Because I will do that. I'll whip out my phone and I'll just start recording some stuff as I'm traveling around, as I'm meeting with friends, all that stuff like that. Just let me know what you want me to do and I'll try and make it happen, all right? Until then, thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have done for me and everything that you guys have done to contribute to the channel. For those of you that are on my Patreon, I love you guys so much. Hang tight because I'm gonna do as much content as I can before I go so that you guys can get that, at least since you're paying monthly to get my content. And you guys are the ones literally supporting this whole entire thing. Like how my videos are being made. Like I'm able to get newer equipment because of you guys, and the Google ads from you guys viewing. You guys are just amazing people and I absolutely love it. And I know, I'm sorry I'm not as emotional as I thought I was gonna be. I thought it would be. Maybe it's more emotional for you because this is my story, so I already know it. So it's not like it's a shocking thing for me to talk about. But until then, guys, thank you so much for watching every single movie that you have with me and for enjoying every second of it. I've loved making them for you and I cannot wait to keep on doing that with you in a couple of months, okay? Until then, have a great day, stay safe, and remember everybody, stay totally terrific. Bye.